Open Letter to Cam Newton by Brian Engelman. That's me. You recently stated I'm an African American quarterback that may scare a lot of people because they haven't seen nothing they can compare me to. Maybe I missed the context here, but it kind of sounds like you're saying the people who don't like you feel that way because you're black. You do realize that football fans like me grew up watching Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Doug Williams, Michael Vick, and other black quarterbacks as commonplace. Sometimes we cheered for not so good quarterbacks because of their laundry that I cheer for. I even rooted for Spurgeon Wynn, quarterback of the Browns. That was sweet. You've been dancing and dabbing all season, and some people are tired of the Superman poses and the flashy antics. Big deal. I don't understand what made you want to bring race into the equation. People get annoyed with showboats, whether that player's named Terrell Owens or Johnny Manziel. I don't quite get how skin pigment has anything to do with it. Although Johnny Manziel was drafted by the Browns, and that's a color, so maybe it does matter after all. You can insert Dan Gilbert Comic Sans sarcasm font for that one. By the way, Manziel had a target on him from the first time he stepped onto the football field. Other teams relish the opportunity to get a hit or a sack on Johnny freaking football, if only to taunt him right back with his stupid money sign gesture. They did it because the kid was acting like a bulletproof punk. Oh, speaking of Johnny, recently LeBron James and his management team finally cut ties with Manziel. Would you also assume that race has something to do with that decision, or could it just be that everyone's finally sick of Manziel's crap? Maybe they're sick of his crap. America sometimes loves cocky showboating from athletes. Some people hate watching it, and sometimes they don't care either way. I don't care either way. At least I didn't care until you strangely played the race card. As a funny side note, I even drafted you to start in one of my fantasy football leagues this year. I cheered for you all season. I didn't care about your race or your antics. I only cared about the points that you put up to help my team win. We didn't do so well in that league, but you did very well. Congrats, by the way, on building a strong case as this year's NFL MVP. However, I read that quote and I did a double take. And I thought about it for a few days, and I wanted to let you know that I'm quite used to watching and rooting for talented black quarterbacks. As an Ohio State fan, Troy Smith, Braxton Miller, Cardale Jones, J.T. Barrett, and others, to name a few. Pro tip, you have a few former Buckeyes on your team? Ask them. I've just never seen a sports world without successful black quarterbacks, and neither have you. So I don't understand why you want to make this a big deal. It's not about race. It's about class. It's about the matchup of humility versus narcissism. It's not rocket science, and it's also not racist. It's common sense. Some people just prefer more Barry Sanders and less Dion Sanders. Good luck in the game. Check out the show on the New American Media. It's called The Unhappy Hour. You might like it. Thanks.